Hey guys, what's up? This is my review for episode 6 of The Curse. So if you've been watching my coverage for this show, then you'll know that I think this is the most uncomfortable show on television right now. I think the performances from Nathan Fielder and Emma Stone are fantastic, but this is still a very, very, very uncomfortable show to watch, and it remains that way in this episode. In this episode, we sort of start to see how Whitney is starting to view Asher as like kind of an imbecile, which he kind of is. I do feel bad for him at some points, but he is kind of an imbecile. And she's sort of like, I guess, teaming up with Dougie to, I guess, create a different version of the show than what Asher thinks is happening. Asher still thinks it's like a house flipping show, basically, while Whitney and Dougie are sort of transforming it into like this thing about making fun of Asher, basically, like based on what the focus group said, and also just the way he interacts, and he makes stupid jokes because Dougie pointed out to Whitney, he was like, look, you rolled your eyes when he did that, and she complained about it, and then he got some little test footage of her complaining about it, and yeah, they sort of turned the show into something that's completely different, and something Asher doesn't think is happening. So that's very much going to become a sore point between their marriage. I can tell that right now. That's probably going to blow up in someone's face. Something's going to happen. But yeah, they decided to rename the show Green Queen or something, I think it was, and with Whitney obviously being the queen. And I gotta tell you that looks like a really interesting show. I would watch that show 100%. That was a lot more entertaining than the stuff they were doing with the passive home stuff. But so they're sort of conspiring against Asher in order to make like a more entertaining show than the one they're already doing, because Asher has no charm and nobody on the focus group likes him. So I guess that's why, and I gotta be honest, I completely understand, even though I do feel bad for him, when they're like, when she's like purposely flirting with that firefighter in front of him to like make him mad sort of, and sort of portray him as like an idiot. I kind of did feel bad for him, but then also he's freaking out about the chicken on the sink. I'm starting to actually wonder if that curse is real, because who the fuck put the chicken on the sink? And he's starting to get real paranoid about it with watching the security footage, and it looked like Dougie handed the PA something. I think it was a PA. And yeah, so I think obviously there's no curse. He's just very, very paranoid. But then also there's some sort of supernatural stuff that starts to happen with the little girl. I think, is it Nala? I can't remember the other girl's name. But the little girl, he's like at her house doing something, or at his house now. He's bought it, doing some renovations, I guess. And he wants to test out the curse thing and see if she really is a clairvoyant and if she's supernatural. So he holds nails in his hand and says, guess how many? She guesses a few times, and then he gets like heaps of them, holds them in his hand, and he starts fucking bleeding, and he looks like an absolute psychopath. And I felt so bad for the little girl. I mean, she was terrified, and I was just like, what are you doing? He has no charisma. I hate this man. I'm sorry, I hate Asher. He's so painful to watch. He really, really is. But again, I'm still loving the show just because it's so fun. Like, it's getting fun now. In the beginning of the first few episodes, it was just awkward to watch, but now it's like fun awkward, where I want to see these awkward interactions happen, and I like thrive off of them. They don't so much make me uncomfortable as they make me like laugh, as they were in the first few episodes, making me like genuinely uncomfortable, like the stuff with pouring the tears into the lady's eyes and things like that. It was just making me really uncomfortable, but it's at the point now where it's just making me laugh, basically. And some really funny stuff that happened in this episode that I really liked was sort of the part where the new fake buyers of the house go have dinner with like one of the locals or something, and it's just the most awkward dinner ever. I mean, no one's putting in any effort at all. Nobody seems to want to be there. Nobody cares to be there. It's just so awkward, But at the same time, they are trying to make it entertaining, so that makes it even more awkward because there is an element of effort there. But they're like, oh, the heat's so bad. He's like, oh yeah, I'm feeling it on my neck. And then the other guy's like, yeah. It's just, it's the worst type of interaction ever. And I have to watch it week after week after week with this show. But I am still loving it. I can't deny I am still loving it. Also, it seems, I'm kind of wondering, is there like a relationship building between Whitney and Dougie? Because she seems to get really jealous of Dougie's relationship with like the artist girl. I forgot her name. But the artist, he's like forming a relationship with her, and Whitney seems to be getting kind of jealous. I think she might be jealous of the artist because she wanted to be friends with her. She was like really desperate to become friends with her. but Dougie seems to be, you know, I guess filling that role and becoming friends with her instead. And it seems like she's getting jealous of either Dougie or the artist girl. But, you know, I did sense some chemistry between Dougie and Whitney in the first part of the episode where they're like rewatching the footage and trying to make it more entertaining. I was sensing a little bit of chemistry, so I kind of hope an affair does not happen, because that made me feel absolutely terrible for Asher. But I really do hate Asher. I'm sorry. Like, he's such a fucking weird character where I hate him, but I also feel so fucking bad for him. Like, I pity him. I think that's the word. I pity him, you know? And so, yeah, I'm very interested to see where this is going to go, because I'm wondering, you know, I've been saying these past few weeks as I've been reviewing the show that I feel like it's all going to build up to something massive happening. But I'm not sure now. I think it might just be like a slow spiral, and one of them will just like sort of, I guess, leave or divorce, or they'll be like, you know, because there's so much going on that's unsaid. And I feel like there'll be a point where all of it just comes out, and it'll be a massive moment. And so I'm very excited for that. I think the show has 10 episodes, so we've still got a while left. This was episode 6, and yeah, we still got a while left before the end of the show. Another 4 weeks. I mean, so a lot can happen in 4 weeks, but I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. I can't predict what the next episode's going to be like. But yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was done really well. I think the humor is working a lot better than it did in the first few episodes. I think I'm really starting to dig their characters, even though I hate Asher, but I'm getting really involved with them and Dougie and all their relationships. And yeah, I'm really enjoying the show. So yeah, that's it for my review of The Curse episode 6. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Did you enjoy the episode? Did you not? Have you been watching the show? Let me know your thoughts. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. It would really help me out, and I really appreciate it. Also, make sure you turn on post notifications so you don't miss when I upload. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.